from Blink-182, and you are listening to Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on Loveline. I have a really big dick.
Hey, everybody, Loveline.
That was shocking.
Is
that what they were trying to do there?
Adam Carolla, that is Dr. Drew. Joe Rogan is our guest tonight. Ethan Zohn from Survivor is going to be in here in the next hour. When we left off, oh, by the way, Fear Factor, Monday nights, 8 o'clock, NBC. When we left off, we were getting real depressed about Amber, who's 20, who thinks she may have been molested by her stepdad, but is not sure, but it seems like a dream. And her mom's all whacked out. She's kind of a mess. And people seem real hell-bent. This to me falls under the heading of, I have to find my biological parents.
Yes.
Which is, no, you don't. You got troubles, and you got to take care of those.
That's
and you confronting your mom in some bad apartment in Van Nuys, well, she blows smoke at you with a moo-moo on, eating out of a bucket of chicken, is not going to help you. You're going to need more therapy after that. And it's the same with this. You had a horrible mom and a horrible stepdad, and there was all sorts of crap in the house. Go into therapy, approach it, and see what comes of it.
Yeah. It's really funny how people are so attached to biological parents, even if the parents are just completely useless. They just feel like they have to have some sort of connection to someone who shares their DNA. Yeah. It's so weird.
I'm not sure it's the DNA thing, but it's the fantasy of that idealized person that left you behind somewhere.
Whatever.
It is somehow, I'm going to see this person, I'm going to look in their eyes, and it's all going to make sense, and things will be better. And it never happens.
I haven't talked to my father since I was 7 years old. My parents got divorced when I was 5, and my mother married my stepfather when I was 7. And they've been married for, 25, 26 years, and they get along great. But I haven't talked to my father since I was 7. And I always tell my stepdad, I'm like, you're my dad. If I ever met that guy, I would have nothing to say to him. What do you say to somebody who doesn't talk to his kid? I have no need to be. I have no desire to meet him, no desire. I don't understand why anybody, and he wasn't even abusive.
Right.
I don't understand why anybody would want to be with somebody.
My dad didn't leave. I don't want to talk to him. It's painful. Drew doesn't like his parents are still together. They put him through med school. He hates his dad's guts. Hates him. Calls him a son of a bitch every time we go off the air. Hates him.
Really
hates
wrong.
him. And he punches his chair back and screams, "I hate you so much. I hate you, Dad. You cheap son of a bitch." He screams him. He doesn't even call him doctor. The guy's a doctor. He just calls him by his first name. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
That is
it's embarrassing.
Are you done? You quite finished?
Oh, yeah.
Too many voice samples of you, man. They always have one at the waiting. So the folks at home never know if it's really Dr. Drew talking about
it's
voice
him.
sample.
Well, if it's not him now, he meant it.
You're gay.
What was that?
I'm a rapist.
There you go. See, it's trickery.
All right.
Very tricky.
I'm developing it there. I haven't got it fully flushed out yet. But
do it tomorrow then.
Yeah, but apropos to what you're talking about, I think people have this really intense drive for something I'm sort of calling transcendence. And when they have some crap they're trying to deal with, they need to attach to some idealized something.
Right.
And when people don't have religion anymore, they're searching. They're searching. And this is part of that search, I think.
So if it's not this, it's aliens?
It's aliens, or it's drugs, or it's the perfect woman, or it's sex, or it's something.
Yeah.
Something. The meaning to life. We're all talking monkeys and we're all going to die.
Right.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Right. But, wait a minute. Here comes Dianetics.
What?
We'll just read Dianetics and everything.
Good stuff?
No.
Listen, Amber said please don't leave the line, so I will talk to her at the break, okay? Damien, do not get rid of Amber. I'll talk to her at the break.
Becky?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you're 20. I saw orgasm on there, and I just hopped on it.
I'm actually 24, but, I wanted to kind of get a primer on how to have multiple orgasms.
Wow.
Oh, Joe and Adam.
Vicious girl.
No. I'm glad you came to these two guys.
What, are you having single orgasms?
Single? Yes.
Are you having any?
She's greedy.
Oh, yeah.
She wants them all.
Have you ever had
I want them all, yeah.
Have you ever had multiple?
No.
You ever had 2? Nothing?
No.
2 in a night, like spaced out?
What?
Spaced out, like, no, not like you're spaced out, like, you have sex, and you have sex, like, later, like an hour or 2 later.
Probably. Well, usually it doesn't happen that way. It might be, like, in the morning and then at night. But
so women, just like men aren't wired to have multiples, some women aren't wired to have that either.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Why? Are you so miserable with your one?
She's just greedy.
I'm not miserable at all. It's just, I want to, like, go the distance. Go for the gold,
Now, Dr. Drew, what is your take on sexual toys? What is your take on, like, plastic vibrating?
I think that's about the only way
ass
she's
plugs and... That's
Well, ass plug is that's right where my mind went. Graduated at anus plug. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Rogan
with a kickstart.
This is a great way to launch your promotional.
Sure, dude. That's a real fear factor.
Yeah,
fear of vibrators.
Is this your guys' way of saying you don't have any answer to that?
I think Joe's going down the right path.
Challenging you.
Go ahead, Joe.
You're gonna. Well, I don't have any experience in sexual toys, but I would assume that if you really want to commit yourself to the theory or to the idea of getting a multiple orgasm, you're gonna have to have some assistance, some objects,
technology.
Yeah, and also, your body as a woman keeps changing, and you'll loosen up. You'll have more later on.
Turn it off.
Do you have a orgasm through intercourse as it is?
No, from oral sex.
Oral sex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that
I think it's tougher to pull the multiple off in the oral.
Well, it's that wiring is tougher to go onto the multiple.
Yeah.
Because that's not true. Some girls can have a lot of multiples from the oral.
But you're a celebrity because they fake.
No, but
you gotta understand that.
She's saying she can only have an orgasm through oral.
Yeah, but only? You don't have one through regular intercourse at all?
Say that again?
You don't have an orgasm through regular intercourse at all?
Well, caveat. I've only had oral sex, so that's my limitation right there.
All right, well, back it up. You got some problems.
Well, you've never had intercourse?
Why aren't you having regular sex?
I have chosen not to until I'm married.
Oh,
all right. Boy. Well, then call back after you contact.
No, please.
Yes. What are you talking about? You're not even doing it.
Well,
what's that? Marriage is a contract with the state. You know that, right? That's all crazy crap.
All right, Joe, relax.
I know
it's true.
His delicate sensibilities have been.
But the idea of basing your life on a legal contract with the state is ridiculous. It's a corporation.
With multiple orgasms, though.
Well, sex has something to do with multiple orgasms. How can you never had intercourse? You don't even know.
I know.
Okay,
you gotta have some sex.
I'm just working on this one thing, though.
All right, and Becky,
she's like committed to it. She's like a pit bull.
Are you religious? Is that the deal?
That's part of it, yeah.
All right. Well, God doesn't want you to have multiple orgasms.
Jesus frowns on the multiple orgasm.
If people were meant to have them, they would. And
if people were meant to have them, you would. The God doesn't want you to come.
All right. Look, she's an idiot. She wants a multiple orgasm. She doesn't want to have intercourse. That's too much.
Jesus doesn't like intercourse. You're allowed to go down to your boyfriend and eat each other out, and that's fine. That's in the Bible. That's like Genesis. It's somewhere in there.
Well,
eat and be fruitful or something. I don't know.
She's saying
she's crazy.
Theologian. I know. She's saying I want to get really high, but I don't want to do drugs. So how am I going to get off? I mean, how am I going to just trip out of my mind?
You got to do yoga 8 hours.
Jim Morrison, peyote type high, but yet I don't want to do drugs. Well, the answer is you can. So wait till you loosen up and then you get them.
How great is that? I don't have sex.
Troy?
What's up, guys? Hey, Joe, can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure, man.
When finally someone dies on Fear Factor, are you going to be able to show it on TV?
Yeah, well, I highly doubt it. I think that'll be the end. I think when that happens, I always theorized that terrorists were gonna, they're gonna pretend that terrorists killed everybody and just gun down the entire crew. And it'll be a patriotic thing to watch.
How do you think somebody could get?
Look, people could die playing touch football, and
But how do you think
all know that. No, it won't be a falling thing. Those guys are that's probably the safest thing when you see those guys with harnesses, because those guys are all top shelf, Hollywood stunt guys who do big action films.
Yeah.
The unpredictable things like the bull riding, stuff like that. There's nothing you do,
Right.
Something where a guy's running, and he has an opportunity to fall on his own, not off of something, but on flat ground, and falls, trying to make a jump, or there's freak things that can happen, and it is possible, but they make it as safe as possible considering what you're doing.
Hey, Troy?
Yeah.
Joe told me during the break 3 people have died already. They just pretty much swept it under the carpet.
Unfortunately, it wasn't Kelly Preston. No.
That
was wrong. I know.
I know. You're just trying to be funny, but listen, Kelly Preston is hot, dude. If you met her, she's like 39, but I like that now. I like him like older and sexy. You got like experience. She's hot, dude.
Yeah, it's like humping a baseball mitt. It's great.
What are you talking about? She's not like a
no,
dude,
she's great and game. Man,
Troy,
totally game.
My question is, I just got a new girlfriend, and I'm experiencing some problems with my erect penis. I can't get it going. It's most like a semi I can get going. And I've never had this problem.
Do you get it all the way and then lose it, or just never get it?
No, I don't. Not even by myself or with her. I don't get anything sometimes.
What?
But sometimes I get a semi.
Are you on medication?
No, the screener asked me if I smoke marijuana, not daily or anything, probably like once a week or something.
No, that wouldn't do it. Are you on medication though?
No.
You sure?
Positive.
And when you're alone, you can't get it going.
I mean, I still can get one off, but it's not a
right. You know what that is? When you get that off, that's that. You know when you go for the number 2, but you're really drunk. It's like 4 a.m, and you try to will your penis and balls into a second run, and your penis is going, hey man, I'm going to bed. And you're not. You're going. And you're like, I did one, and so you're beating off, but it's like it's flapping around.
My friend Ari has a really funny joke about that. He says he's trying to stuff it in like a magician trying to stuff a handkerchief in his hand.
But it's really embarrassing.
It's very funny. He acts it out. How old are you, man?
I'm 21.
Wow, that's weird. You got to go to a doctor.
And
you do.
I could, even after I delivered the mail, I could, still have a hard on.
And it's only with this girl.
No, it's been. I mean,
it's alone.
It's all the time.
Even alone. I mean, it's been like this probably for about maybe like 2 or 3 months now. I've been.
Oh, you got to go to the doctor.
Anything happened 2 months ago? Anything?
Not that I can. No.
No change in your exercise, your
don't want
diet didn't.
So you're still having sex, but you're only getting semis.
Are you bicycling?
No.
I mean, you can hit
yeah, understandable, but no, nothing like that at all.
So what are you doing with her? Are you able to have sex?
Kind of. Sometimes, like I said before, sometimes I can't even. Nothing happens. Can't even get it going in.
What about when you wake up in the morning? Do you get morning wood?
I've never had that in my life.
Wow.
What?
Bad sign.
Are you diabetic? Or you have any medical problems?
No.
That's a bad sign.
Really?
Yeah. At 20, my mattress has a divot in it from my erection every morning. I mean, I've worn it in there.
Oh, the one when you were 20,
Well, that was in between the mattress and the box spring. That was another technique I perfected in high school. But that wasn't have to do with
velvet
sleeping.
box spring.
Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, my God.
Here's the point. If you're not getting morning wood, and this is one of the criteria
21.
they measure erectile difficulties by, at 21, as Joe says, you got a problem, right?
It's all probability.
Okay, so it's time to go into
It is time to see the urologist.
Right.
Absolutely.
We'll take a little break. Joe Rogan is here from Fear Factor, and we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Joe Rogan is our guest tonight. Joe from Fear Factor, and it has really worked out for him. Man, that show is, it's great. I mean, it's not a great show. It's just great. It's just a great show.
It's a well-produced freak show. Never underestimate the power of a well-produced freak show.
Yes.
That's what it is.
All right. It is on Monday nights at 8 o'clock on NBC. Joe is going to hang out for one more break, and then we're going to bring in Ethan from Survivor, who just got done winning that Survivor. And, that African Survivor, just everything looks so sticky and dirty and crappy over there. All the other ones, they got to take a nice dip in the lake. Did you see what they were doing for water on this show? Did you see that?
No.
They would go to they had a mud puddle. They didn't have a river or stream. They had a mud puddle, and they would just have to, stomp out some of the mud and wait till the water sort of went back and filled the hole, and then they would dip it in. You couldn't even see through it, and then they'd just go boil it and drink it. Horrible. Probably worse than Santa Monica water. I doubt it, but Mark?
Oh, hey, yeah. I have a, huh?
Beavis.
What's going on there, Stoner?
Oh, yeah, I'm not Stoner.
Are you high, dude?
Yeah, I have a question about circumcision. I'm not circumcised, and I was wondering if there can be any advantages from getting circumcised and what exactly circumcision does.
It's supposed to. A lot of guys, they want it back. There's a lot of guys that spend years trying to get their foreskin back. If you have it now, keep it.
Well, I kind of have up until recently, I thought wrong about what actually foreskin is. I thought before.
I thought it was on your forehead. Hello? We lost him.
His mom. His mom just came
He didn't
back.
know what his foreskin was. How old was that kid?
Well, he was 17, but...
Oh, well, that's understandable.
No, there's no way we were that stupid, yeah. Andrew?
Dr. Drew's just shaking his head.
He's had an ass full of this show. If he had just a nibble of another show to do, he'd be gone tomorrow, but no one wants him.
Just shaking his head.
Andrew, you're 15.
Hello?
Yeah. Andrew, what's up?
Not too much.
What do you want?
Well, I had sex about a week ago, and I've gone to masturbate a couple times, and my penis has just hurt.
Well, hang on a second.
Turn them Foo Fighters down.
No,
what?
Turn the Foo Fighters down.
He does not have the non-virgin voice.
No.
Yeah,
he's making this up.
Yeah.
You don't believe him?
No.
Well, how can you tell from a voice whether or not a guy's a virgin?
I just want to make sure that was the Foo Fighters. Andrew?
Yeah?
Was that the Foo Fighters?
Yes.
All right.
Good for you.
Just want to know.
You hung up on the kid, that's it?
Let's prove it to Joe that, come on.
I don't know, maybe. Oh,
come on, man.
All right. Andrew?
Yeah?
So you had sex a week ago.
Yes.
With whom?
My girlfriend. We've been going out about 3 months.
Are you hitting puberty at this moment? Is that what's happening to your voice?
How old is she?
Helium shots? What are you doing?
How old is she?
No, I've already gone past puberty stage. And
How old is she?
she's same age as me, 15.
And what day did this happen?
Friday last week.
I believe him.
I believe him.
He's barely a virgin.
And now, how many times did you? Is that the first time you'd have sex?
Yes.
Okay, so you got one on your belt, and now what's the problem?
And I've gone to masturbate like 2 different times, and it hurts like at the base of my penis.
What do you mean the base?
Like
the part where it attaches to your balls. You know that part, Drew?
That's the base. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
What other part would he be talking about?
Yeah, what the hell?
15. I don't know.
Okay.
We had a 17-year-old dldidn't know what foreskin was. He's just checking.
That's true. Sorry, Drew. Sorry, man. All right, so what about it, Drew? What is it?
I don't know. Andrew, was your girlfriend a virgin?
Yes.
So it's not as though you can get a sexually transmitted disease from her. Did she give you oral sex?
No.
Okay.
All right. So
Hey, can people be allergic to other people's body fluids?
Yeah.
I've heard that some women are allergic to some men.
Yep, that's a
Yeah, men never seem to be allergic to women, but women are allergic to men. We've never heard it. We've not heard it the other way around, have we?
Not the other way around.
All right. Jason's got a call. He's 13, wants to ask Joe about the Super Bowl special, which I've neglected to plug, so this is a good time to do it. Jason?
Hi.
Yeah, Joe's doing a Super Bowl halftime show with the Playboy Playmates as contestants on Fear Factor, and Jason wants to know what the challenges are.
Is that right, Jason?
Yes, it is.
Well, the first one is they have to walk a tightrope. Tightrope is in the dirtiest, seediest part of L.A., suspended between 2 buildings. People were throwing things out the window at us and stuff, and there was people smoking crack right there on the street while we were filming. I saw 3 people smoke crack that day. It's very interesting. Anyway, these chicks had to walk this tightrope, and the tightrope has rope handles dangling above it, so they hold on to the rope handles, and it's really pretty cool.
What are they wearing?
They're like skimpy little things.
Good.
You know.
All right. So they have to go through downtown L.A.?
No, just walk the tightrope between the 2 buildings.
All right, well, that's bad, yeah.
That's it?
That
what
was
else?
the one.
They're
one stunt.
Oh, they're just doing one stunt.
The second one was we put them in the same sort of a box we did with the other celebrities, but we dangled strawberries and then we filled it with thousands of houseflies. We just pumped it full of houseflies, and they have to eat the strawberries. Well, these houseflies are like all over their face and all over their eyes. Not only that, but we sprayed a water sugar solution on their face, so the flies were just everywhere. The third one was really cool. The third stunt is this crazy stunt that they developed where it's 3 gigantic sheets of plexiglass over this huge tank of water. And the sheets are flat, and there's a hole in them, like an ice fishing hole.
Right.
And they're set up so that, they're staggered.
Right.
There's 3 sheets. And they have to find their way down through the holes, figure out where the holes are, find their way, get down to the bottom where there's glow sticks, and then try to make it up to the top. Before, and the person that collects the most glow sticks was the one who won.
Before
you drown.
How long before you just defecate on them?
Well, I've been saying that season 3 we're running out of things to do. Season 3 we're just going to beat them with sticks until they quit. I don't know. I mean, we're redoing stunts now.
Well,
they're coming up with new stunts now. It's hard.
The thing that's interesting is one of the guys from the Man Show, Dave Hurwitz, works on, actually from high school. I knew Dave actually from junior high.
He's a beautiful human being.
He is a great guy, and he was telling me about some of the stunts. I guess we can give it away, but in the upcoming one, they're asked to get naked?
That's one of them, yeah. We did a naked fashion show.
This is just a good, simple, basic one, which is, hey, you're going to drop your pants and take a walk down the catwalk?
For 5 minutes
in
front of
come
200
back?
people. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, that
was a funny one.
That's the interesting part of it, is you can keep going hairier and hairier and crazier, or you can also just get back to just your basic stuff.
The basic frat party stuff.
I thought about doing a stand-up comedy one where you make them do stand-up comedy and just talk to, but you know what? It would take too long to set up. The audience might actually be nice to them, and, you know, not only that, they know all they have to do is just talk for a few minutes. It's fine. It's not like showing your ass. Taking your clothes off, I think, is a lot more frightening.
No, much better. All right, that is it for Joe Rogan. Thank you very much for coming in. Always good to see you.
Always good to be here.
Good luck with the Fear Factor.
Poor Joe.
That's what you need.
He comes out here with a PTSD.
You know what? I'm okay. You know, it's only an hour. I only heard a couple bad
Fear Factor is nothing compared to this show for him.
It is.
Monday night.
I get upset.
8 o'clock, NBC. I know, and the most upsetting part is the fact that we're not upset.
That's you just said people, you're raped. Oh, you're talking too much. Click, hang up. I'm going, oh my God, dude.
Yeah, we should do Fear Factor.
We should feel worse, too. All right. Ethan coming in from Survivor, and we'll be right back after this. All right, we are back with the second half of Loveline. Joe Rogan has left the building, and Ethan Zohn is here, the man who won Survivor, the man who my girlfriend is very much in love with, and I imagine many women around the United States. And Survivor ran internationally, right?
Yeah.
I mean, ran everywhere?
Yeah. Australia, like South Africa, I think places in Asia, someplace, I don't know.
I think I saw every episode.
Of Africa one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's really, really compelling.
Yeah,
and it's
a soap opera.
Yeah, and they do it's done right. And it has a sort of nice arc, and you know, Ethan and Drew, I know you didn't watch, you're too busy watching Big Brother or whatever crap you were working on. What is that turd you were on, Big Brother?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, no one likes that show. But they do watch Survivor, and you know, the thing that was nice about it is Ethan was the guy you were pulling for because he was a good guy. He was one of
Except you'd assume he was going to lose because always nice guys lose on Survivor.
You figure the backstabber, the conniver is going to eventually win at the end because we all have that sort of pessimistic view of the universe. But it was real life affirming when Ethan won.
Thanks.
And I'm sure you've heard that before.
Yeah, a couple of times, but it's good to hear. I like to hear it.
Yeah, you know, there's a couple things I would have done. I always say I would have shaved my head before the thing started, because how can you guys couldn't bathe, could you?
No, we didn't bathe. We had water, but, you know, it was, you know, a couple inches deep. That's about it. But I wanted to shave my head, but I was, you know, told not to.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. So.
Oh, they didn't. There's a certain. Yeah. I mean, they want you to look attractive.
Yes, I think so.
And didn't you get one? You guys won a tank of water at some point.
Won 100 gallons of water.
Did you get to shower in that thing?
We didn't want to waste it for the shower. We just wanted to drink it. Because you have no water. I mean, you have very little water out there, so you don't want to waste it on your nappy head.
I couldn't, you know, I take a shower, I put a loofah in every orifice, and walking from the shower with the towel around my waist up the stairs to the bedroom, my balls start stinking. You know what I mean? It's like they start stinking immediately. I don't even get my underpants on. I couldn't imagine what everyone smelled like on that godforsaken chunk of desert.
But once you're out there with everyone who smells bad, you really don't realize you smell bad.
And what did you bring? What was your one item that you could bring?
I brought a hacky sack.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wanted to bring a soccer ball because that's, you know, I'm a soccer player, but they said it was too big and they didn't want me to bring it, so they let me bring a hacky sack.
Too bulky, the 9 by 9 inch soccer ball. The plane couldn't take off. They had for 6 ounces on there. Jeez, that's kind of screwy. But what about? Are you allowed to bring a toothbrush or some floss or something?
No toothbrush, no floss, no deodorant. Nothing.
Why was everyone's teeth so white?
You know, we had sticks and we scraped our teeth with little sticks, but I think it was just because our faces were so dirty, our teeth just look whiter.
Oh, yeah, Drew says that about the blacks, but I said, don't say it on the air, Drew. But he don't, do you, Drew? No. So everyone you just sit around working on, like, dental hygiene all day. Yeah. I mean, were you bored most of the time?
Bored a lot of the time. Because, you know, there's 23 hours a day they're filming you, and there's really nothing to do there. There's nothing to do. You get your water, you get your wood, and then you...
Oh, the water. I mean, the water was... It seemed dangerous. I mean, it was literally... No hyperbole here, Drew. A mud hole. It was a mud hole.
It was a mud hole.
You could not scoop down and get water. You had to sort of make a hole so that the water would fill it and then go into the hole. It was a swamp.
Yeah. But were you, like, scheming how you're going to get protein or certain kinds of food or anything? I mean,
no, we had, no options to get protein, really. They gave us a staple food, which is this kind of cornmeal stuff we made into a mush. But, you could win a challenge and get food sometimes. But if you didn't win a challenge, you might have gone the whole time without any protein the whole time.
This is doctor is not a fan of this.
And then they refeed you all at once. They go, go eat. That is one of the most dangerous things you can do. Somebody's going to die from them doing that. Seriously.
It's only 30. The max is 39 days without protein.
But they starved them too, and then they refeed. Like Jerry, we had her in here, and she went nuts and ate for like 3 days straight, and then she developed edema and kidney. I mean, you can develop real serious problems from it.
I got diarrhea, but nothing other.
Well, what about when you? Who took you along on that challenge? The goat farmer.
I took.
Oh, you took him.
No, I took a guy named Lex.
Wait a minute, you took Lex.
Yeah.
Oh no, Lex and the goat farmer went out,
and he got trashed.
And he went out after 25 days of eating nothing but poi, basically, and just polished off a bottle of Jack and sucked up, just 4 or 5 trays. He ate like the guys who come out for the Rose Bowl when they go to Lawry's and eat the side of beef. He ate like 4 Diamond Jim Brady cuts and stuff, and was fine. That's what I love about guys. And was up at like 4:30 in the morning and enjoying himself.
Yeah.
Chicks couldn't pull that off.
No way.
They'd be complaining and heaving the entire time.
Tom's an impressive man.
Right. So you went with Lex into the village.
Exactly.
Where you had the goats to trade.
Yes. I sold the goats. I got some money. I got some food.
Yeah, it was... I'll tell you, it was. It's a great show. And when does the next one start? It starts soon,
February
right?
February 28th.
The next airing?
The next new group.
So it's already
been filmed and it's being edited now. It starts February.
Where is that one?
Marquesas Islands.
Somewhere
vacation spot.
Yeah, they got water. I mean, you guys really got screwed on the water part.
Oh yeah, we really got screwed.
Because when you got the water, you can fish, you can bathe, and there's a whole bunch of good things you can do with water that you sort of forget about. They just sat
burns.
Yeah, they just sat around. I mean, you must
don't forget, elephants are taking craps and right in front of our water, and monkeys are. It was bad news there.
I mean, was that water safe? I mean, other than boiling it, is that all you needed to do?
We filtered it sometimes through like a T-shirt if it was really muddy, and then got some of like the larger pieces of
elephant dung out of there.
Hippo flop.
It just seems like the producers would take that more into account. Like, hey, they're going to need a consistent water source. Well, anyway, all right. Well, God bless you. You won.
Thanks.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
And what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Just hang out for a little bit.
I like that. You don't want to be an actor? You don't want to host a show?
I might host a show. I mean, I'm into soccer. The World Cup's coming up.
So you can do like...
Maybe commentating or something. This sounds exciting. But the acting thing, no.
Why not?
Because I'm not an actor. I'm not a trained actor. So I played myself out there, and all of a sudden can't be, the next,
Right. It takes a lot to memorize words and then repeat them and stuff. I agree. I mean, Drew, no one can do this. You know that.
Skill.
And what, real quick, like his Playgirl offered you several $1 million? No?
No, they haven't come.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know.
I'll give you $10. You show me your balls. Drew, what do you got in your wallet?
I'll show you one ball.
And make an ATM run. Let's pass the hand. Let's see what it's going to take. But, I mean, seriously, Playgirl has not come to you? This guy was like the heartthrob of the Survivor set.
People don't pay for men to disrobe.
Yeah, it's great. They'll pay some dried up bitch who was flipping cards on a game show for the last 50 years, like $2.5 million to show a nipple. But the hunk that wins Survivor, it's like $280.
Right.
And you got to put a corn cob up your ass and cry. And your folks got to be on set. Your folks and your high school soccer teacher. College high school soccer teacher got to be there. You don't like it? Hit the road. Hit the road, pretty boy. Got plenty of gay guys who don't mind dropping their shorts. All right. Lisa?
Yes.
I can't believe Playgirl's not come calling. Lisa, you're 25. What's up?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not calling with a sex problem because, fortunately for me, my sex life is great. But I do have a question about the dynamics of the relationship I'm in.
All righty. That sounds boring. Go ahead.
Well, I started dating a guy about 4 years ago, and he was married at the time.
Great.
And we dated for about a year and a half until he was divorced, and his wife found out that he was seeing me. And now, 4 years later, they're going out to dinner and getting things out in the open and talking, and they want to be friends.
Do they have kids?
No. And this has been like an ongoing issue now for the last year with us because I don't think that's exactly normal.
No, and it's ironic that you've become the
other woman,
the primary woman, and his wife is now the other woman, that scheming bitch who's working behind your back.
Yeah, but he's that kind of guy, though. That's what you get when you get a cheater, and it's not normal.
Well, the thing is that he was married for 11 years, never cheated, that I know of from everyone, and himself and his ex-wife.
Right.
And his ex-wife has assured me that nothing's going on. But when
that's got to be an interesting conversation.
Oh, it's
Are you friends
brutal.
with the ex-wife?
I've made attempts to be friends with her. We've gone out to coffee. We've got a few beers. What's that?
That's weird.
Why?
Because I want to feel okay about this. And I thought that the only way that I would be okay with it is if I got to know her a little bit and we got on some comfortable terms.
What is his excuse for keeping this relationship alive?
Because he was the only girl he's ever slept with or loved besides me. And he's 35 years old. And they met when they were 14. And their friendship is very important to him. But I've been friends with the ex before, and I know how my relationships have been with my ex-boyfriends who are now friends, so to speak, and I don't know how it can be any other way than that.
Than that in
like
a negative way?
Sexually tense, kind of always that...
When you've nailed someone like 40,000 times, it's hard to convince you you're not going to get 40,001 out of them.
Exactly.
The distance to that extra one is pretty small.
Yeah, there's not much of a chasm there. And hey, you know what? I don't like this because to me it's a way of sort of dangling something. It's a distraction in your relationship.
It totally is. I cannot tell you how many nights we have argued, screaming and yelling, and that's one of our only issues.
But because
you know what? There's more here.
Fishy here.
There's just more here.
I don't think he's doing anything with her. I just think he's has an inability to be completely intimate with you, and he's keeping this factor alive.
I think so too. I mean, she went out to dinner with us and like his family. We were all sitting at the table.
Ooh.
And she's like sitting across from me at dinner.
What's her deal? What's she doing with her life?
She's supposedly in love and hunky-dory and everything's great.
Why wasn't her boyfriend with her?
I don't know.
And what's up with him?
I don't know.
That other boyfriend, yeah. Why don't you contact the other boyfriend? That's where you have someone in common with.
You got to have sex with him. Yeah. You got to square things up. That's right. Even the score.
Is, every time she has a fight with him, guess who she calls?
You?
Weird.
All right. But every time you have a fight with him, guess who you call?
There are like some real serious boundary issues here, all the way around.
Us.
All the way around.
You want to know what's really scary is that I can't find anyone to validate my point of view. And that's where it gets tricky because that's his way of saying, well, look, if no one agrees with you, then you must be in the wrong.
All right, well, we agree. You go talk. Here's who'll agree with you. Her boyfriend will agree with you. Go talk to him.
Really? Hey, listen, you tell him that Ethan from Survivor agrees with you, and Joe Rogan potentially would have agreed with you had he still been in studio. And that should cover it. That should be enough. And look, here's what you say to him. Tell him just out of respect for you, what about a little cool down period? Could you guys cool off for a year and then resume it? Some time for you two.
That would be great, except that we have a 1.5-year-old son.
Hey.
Yeah, this is wrong. This guy's flawed. There's something up with you, too. Yeah, the whole thing's a mess. Everyone needs to kill themselves in a Jonestown like suicide.
She presents him as Sir Walter Raleigh. So you have to think,
no, he's got issues.
This guy's probably a truck driver who's really who's a little cranked up or something. You know what I mean? Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You think so? I don't know.
I mean, I just think there's more here that.
No, he's too sensitive to drive a truck.
But you know what I mean? There's something not right about this whole situation, top to bottom.
What's he do for a living?
He's a salesman.
Aha. They're horrible people. Horrible.
And his ex-wife is an attorney.
What's that?
His ex-wife is an attorney.
That's a salesman with a degree. That's horrible. They're all horrible people.
When I ask her how her boyfriend feels about their friendship, she says he understands why I'm friends with him, but what he doesn't get is why I'm friends with you.
So she doesn't sound like what? It doesn't sound like you guys are great friends. Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Just start laying down the law, would you?
Boundaries.
Just start laying it down.
Boundaries.
Okay.
Well, okay, I'll try, but I know him, and if you give him an ultimatum, he goes.
Okay, well,
he always kicks the other way.
You chose to hook up with a guy who would not be intimate.
Yeah, that's a more. No, what is that all about?
He's the rebel without a clue.
That he can't be reciprocal in a relationship. He can't. If you say, "Hey, this is hurting me," he can't say, "Well, we can't reach a compromise here." He has to run away like some adolescent 15-year-old.
Pretty much.
Is he a heavy drinker too?
Does he drink or two?
No, is he a heavy drinker?
He can put away the beer
because
and alcohol.
Because that kind of behavior is sort of alcoholic behavior. That business of you can't tell me what to do. That's alcoholic. And so this is again the picture's starting to emerge here. A lot of stuff going on.
All right, it's all a mess. It's all a mess. Everything's a mess. Give the kid away. That's what I say. Oh, these salesmen are really horrible people. I know people think I'm kidding, but they're just horrible, horrible people. They're people without a skill who just sort of prey on others. I hate. Yeah, I don't know what the worst is. I mean, I guess car guys are the worst, but they're all out there. Yeah, they're just such. They have. They're sociopaths. Horrible personalities. Actually, they have worse than horrible personalities. They have no personalities. They have whatever personality they're trying to sell. You hate the Jews? Yeah, me too. That's how they are. Hey, my mom's half Jewish. Shalom. They're chameleons. They're horrible. All you people who sell things, just kill yourselves. And don't any disgruntled salespeople call the show and tell me we need you, because we absolutely don't. We just don't. Mark?
Yeah, I was disconnected a few minutes ago, and I had a question about circumcision.
No, yeah. What was that?
The question, or?
Yeah, what was your question?
Yeah, well,
you just found out about the foreskin, right?
Well, I didn't just find out about the foreskin. I know what circumcision versus the not was, but I just figured out how it worked, I guess, because from then, this is a couple months ago, I've been thinking about calling for a while, but I always thought uncircumcised penis was like if you had your arm in a long sleeve shirt and you just if the fist was the penis head and you just kind of push your arm in so the sleeve is outside. I thought it was just like that.
Yeah, it's more like a turtleneck sweater with your head popping through. That's how I look at it. But it's the same apparel comparison.
Like telescoping that I figured out.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like a telescoping with the skin, but
right.
Before I thought it was just like if you cut the edge of the sweater off so the fist was outside. That's what I thought circumcision was.
I don't know if I want to go shopping or beat off.
That's basically what it is.
Maybe both, Drew.
That's what it is.
Well,
yeah. All right.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking that's all it does, because it doesn't have to reattach the skin to the head, or what does it do?
No. You just snip it off and it pulls back.
All right, there, Mark.
It's like you
pull I was thinking that I was wondering if I actually have a problem with what my foreskin does, because it kind of comes to a bottleneck.
Or you can't get the head out.
Erect, I can't really pop the head out.
Yeah, that's one of the complications of being uncircumcised. It's called stenosis.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's an actual problem or if it's a...
It is a problem, and it's one of the reasons people get circumcised. And if it's troubling and you can't get it stretched back out again, then you ought to see someone.
Well, how would you work on stretching it out?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Q-tips.
No, you have to really kind of work it through. I mean,
just loosen it up.
The problem is it keeps tearing, and then the tearing causes it to stenose more. So you have to.
But I mean, couldn't you use
Utter Bomb?
Utter Bomb. Yeah, I mean, no, carnauba wax or saddle soap
that's going to do anything.
Or mink oil.
Mink oil, I think, would do it.
Autobomb.
Well, I mean, what? Like you have to stretch it out, right?
Yeah.
So do you have
every day for like 5 minutes?
Yeah, you got to keep working on it.
Should you moisturize?
You don't want it to tear.
Right. So you want it to be supple.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there, Mark. Good luck with the foreskin. True, you want to take a commercial break?
Yes, please.
Yeah, but I don't.
I gotta pee.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go to
You're a dick.
Eric?
Yeah.
You're 27?
Yep.
What's up?
Hey, Ethan. It was fun watching you play the game.
Thanks, man.
I really like the way you kept your integrity throughout the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, could you have come off any better?
I
don't think so. No.
I really don't.
You just couldn't have. I don't. And Eric?
Yeah.
I know you got a question, but now I got a question. In the editing, how much do they spin it? How true to everyone's personality was it?
I think it's pretty true. I mean, once you take away food and water and everything, everyone's true personalities come out, and you really can't hide that.
People who have sort of angry, hostile personalities inevitably say, "Oh, it was the editing that made me appear that
that
way."
was what's her name said that.
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry said they spun it in the editing.
They can spin it a little bit,
but it's like, why does everyone hate you? I mean, not just America, but the people that were trapped with you. They don't like you either. They didn't look at the editing. Were they looking at dailies every day out in the editing room? All right, Eric.
Yeah.
What's up?
Dr. Drew, I'm 27, and I've noticed in like the last month, I have major anal itching and bleeding.
Wow.
And I was wondering if you have an idea what that might be.
Good times.
Yeah.
It could be hemorrhoid.
Really.
It could be hemorrhoid, and obviously you should get yourself some over-the-counter cream like Anusol. But the problem with rectal bleeding is it can be cancer. It can be polyps.
I thought that Anusol is for the gums.
No, it's Ambisol. This is anus.
But it works on the
Anusol.
anus too.
Yeah. Oh, really? They got anus right in there?
Anusol.
Yeah, I don't trust that. I don't use products with anus right in the name. It's policy.
It's kind of like when I look in the. I know this is gross, but I look in the toilet and it's red water.
Yeah, Eric, it's a serious issue. First of all, you're going to get iron deficient, become anemic. Secondly, this can be certain kinds of colitis can cause this. Tumors can cause this. Cancer, polyps. You need to see someone immediately.
Yep.
I mean, tomorrow. You got to do it.
Okay.
And they have to look in there and see what's going on. And it could be hemorrhoids. You can get some Anusol and try to calm it down.
Wouldn't you know if it was a hemorrhoid, though, Eric?
Really itching and burning and stuff sort of suggested
I've used all the preparation H and all that, and that doesn't seem to do too much.
I had a carbuncle down there once. It's
a lot of things that can be. A lot of things.
It was a train wreck.
It can be inflammatory bowel disease.
Oh, and I rubbed that preparation H on it for like a week because my buddy Ray had me
You rubbed it for a week? It's nice.
With this preparation H. Didn't do a goddamn thing. No. Kind of felt good. I mean, hey, Eric?
I'll get it, yeah.
Yeah, get that looked at.
Yeah, I'll need to. Hey, can I ask you another quick question?
It's about your ass?
No.
I don't know. Go ahead.
I'm a junior high teacher, and we talk about your show in class. And I was wondering if there's any way of maybe getting you guys over to the school, or one of you, or...
No, but you can bring the school over to us.
As a field trip?
Yeah.
I'm sure the students are particularly impressed with tonight's performance on your part, too. And they're very, very moved.
Look at your ass tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness.
No, they won't hear about this.
No, we'll do something, though. Oh, we'll do something. We're not coming out there.
Oh.
Do something.
Yeah.
Give him a shout-out.
Write a letter or something?
Give him props.
Yeah, we'll do some, like, a video presentation or something. We'll call them up.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We'll do something, just as long as it involves absolutely no work.
Stay on the line, and we'll pick up.
All right? All right, Eric.
Tara.
Thanks, everybody. Aren't you scared? Are you going to discuss your anus tomorrow? How's that go?
No. I'll tell him I talked to you, but I'm not going to tell him what I talked to you about.
All right. But don't some of them listen to the show?
Yeah, possibly.
It'll only take one, Eric.
Yeah, I know.
You're finished. All right. That's going to be Mr. Cornhole from this point on. Well, if they're discussing the show, doesn't it make sense that some of the kids might be listening to the show?
So.
Otherwise, they wouldn't know what he was discussing?
It's after 11:30. It's weeknight.
I used to listen to Dr. Ruth when I was young, so I'm sure these guys...
Me too.
I love Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, there's this great call. Oh, Anderson's so pissed. He wants to go to break, but there's this great Dr. Ruth call where this woman calls in and she goes, the woman goes, I've been having unprotected sex with my boyfriend now, no condoms, no birth control, for about a year, and haven't gotten pregnant yet. And Dr. Ruth said, well, does he pull out? And she pauses real long, and she goes, yeah, when he's done. And I thought it should have been just a very scary omen as to what my life was going to become with this show, because I was driving my car thinking, you retard, what did you think she was saying? Like you guys went to work, connected, or her dad had to turn the hose on you to get you apart. And then my life has become this. It's interesting.
Talking to those callers.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Right. All right, Ethan is here from Survivor. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Back with more Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Joe Rogan was in here a little bit earlier from Fear Factor. Jeremy McGrath is coming in, the Supercross superstar, coming in here tomorrow night. I was at the races a couple of weeks ago. A lot of people judge me on that. Call me white trash. So be it. And Ethan is here tonight, the man who won the third Survivor, right?
Yeah.
And the fourth is now finished and getting ready to hit the air. And do you know any more about that than anybody else does?
A little bit. I mean, I can't really say, but the exciting thing about this is they get no food. When we got dropped off, we were given like some supplies, like a knife or whatever. They're given like an axe and, cooking pans, and that's it, and the rest is up to them. So we at least got a staple of that cornmeal. The other one's got rice. Right. These guys get nothing. They got to find everything on their own. So.
It's a bitch because it has to keep evolving in the stakes. Originally it was like, let's see how long 6 people can live off of just Gatorade and Sizzling while in someone's backyard. With only basic cable. Yeah. And then each week, now it's like, 8 of them from now, it's like, we gave them nothing but pubic lice and tainted yogurt. And one of them is a homicidal maniac, but no one knows. And he's armed to the teeth. I mean, they have to keep going. But, you know what I just thought of? They got to do this. They got to have the battle of the winners, right? Which you're going to have to be a part of.
Oh, my God.
Probably.
Think about it.
Rumor has it they may do that.
Oh, my God.
Well, they have to. And
can't they just put them on Jeopardy?
They'll probably put us in, like, on the top of Mount Everest and just say...
Yeah, because once they get... I mean, I don't think they're going to wait... What do they start with? Like 14, 16? 16 people? Yeah. They're not going to wait, 10 years from now or 12 years from now. But they'll probably... get like 6, wait till they get like 6, 5 or 6, and do just kind of a superstar, best of the best kind of thing. Nice.
They also may have a celebrity survivor if you want to go up for it.
Oh, great.
No, it's just, I got to beat off constantly, and especially in the wilderness.
Well, this would be part of the intrigue in your story. This is up to Andy quite a bit, as a matter of fact.
I'm telling you wouldn't be able to do it.
You couldn't do it?
No way.
39 days?
Didn't even think about it.
Really?
No.
I would have killed somebody. You didn't kill anybody?
Nope.
I get very irritable. 39 days?
39 days. I went out there with every intention to.
Oh, sure, yeah. Nothing. But nothing.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Even, you didn't, I guess you went to the village. You didn't have much time over there. You didn't do a sleepover thing, did you?
No,
You didn't go anywhere.
Maybe if I did a sleepover.
Yeah, right.
I might have conjure up something.
Right. I'd bring my bullseye bib. That would be my one comfort item. Drew, what'd you bring? Your pager? No cell phone. So you can just sit there and go insane. My God, there's an emergency at the hospital. I'll call them in 26 days. Drew, you would bring your pager. What would you bring? You do one of those pussy things, like you bring a book or something, right?
No, you don't want to bring like something. What can you bring? Knives or anything?
No, like no Leatherman, no anything that can help you survive. It has to be like something personal to yourself.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Could you bring like a kilo of weed?
Yes, I think so.
So you just be hiding. Yeah. You're just laughing hysterically. All right, let's talk to Kayla. Kayla?
Yeah?
You're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
I want to know if you can get STDs by giving a blowjob.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You can?
Yep.
Big
Is it like what percentage of it? Like
39.
Well, remember we had that dad I put out here the other day where
the best way to transmit diseases and oral sex was, well, it depends who was doing it to whom.
Right, but female on male was still way down the list, as opposed to receptive anal sex was like 100-fold more risky.
Right. But female giving oral sex was up there because of the semen problem.
More than a male giving it.
This is you performing it on a guy?
Yeah.
And where does semen go?
Huh?
Ethan, you ask.
Do you spit or do you swallow?
I swallow.
All right. Well, that's a better way to get it, right? Right, Drew? Or that's just like hepatitis and AIDS. What else?
Yeah, that's just that.
Just the small ones. The bottom two. No, Drew, what would you, I mean...
Those you can get in the throat, you can get everything. Herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis.
Who was the guy?
I'd rather not mention his name.
Okay, but you...
Oh, well, it's you know who he is, Adam.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. And
it's Kayla's boyfriend.
Is he your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Do you know where his penis has been?
I know that he's still a virgin.
Oh, still a virgin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how do you figure you can get an STD if he doesn't have one?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Relax.
But hey, are you on birth control?
No, I was going to, but I was afraid of getting a pap smear, so I didn't.
Okay.
Why are you afraid of getting a pap smear?
No.
I'd rather not have doctors go in between my legs with utensils.
Well, what about if you get pregnant? You gotta have a kid or get an abortion or something.
Yeah.
That's more time with the legs open.
I look at it, you play, you pay.
Right. Smooth. Smart. Except for it's you play and we pay, because I pay for your goddamn kid because you're 15 and you're retarded.
You need to take care of
yourself. Idiot. How dare you?
Look, that's ridiculous. If you are going to do these things, you need to prepare for them.
Yeah.
That's all. And you need to see someone, get it probably taken care of. Go see it. There's all kinds of different practitioners you can see that will make this not such an unpleasant experience. And you're going to have to go every year anyway.
How much retard does your boyfriend have in him? Like, is his mom part-tard, or is he? How old is this guy?
He's 15.
15. So he doesn't know what he's doing either, right?
Mm-mm.
And he thinks he's going to be like a pirate astronaut when he's older, or play a professional highlight or something, be like a secret agent.
He wants to be a professional ska player.
Football?
Ska.
Professional ska player.
What's ska?
Band.
Ska music.
Oh, ska music.
Yeah, but saying professional ska player is a very confusing way
I'm going to
of
say he wants to be in a band.
I don't know. No, he's not in a band. He's trying to start one, though.
Right. Okay. And what's he play? That hollowed out fish?
I don't know.
You don't know what instrument he plays?
I think he plays trumpet.
But you're not sure?
No. The reason why I'm scared to get a pap smear is because
Hold on. How do you not know the instrument that your boyfriend wants to play
How long has he been your boyfriend?
Huh?
How long has he been your boyfriend?
About a week.
Oh.
Okay, still that instrument's got to be one of the first pieces of information.
Do you know his last name?
Yeah.
Okay. So why are you scared of getting the pap smear?
Because I was molested when I was younger.
Oh, baby. Who did this to you?
My mom's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
He was Filipino.
Yeah, they all molest. It's a way of life over there, but we can't judge.
Yeah.
That's their culture. We're not here to say what's right or wrong. And did he have a wacky first name, like a comical first name?
Bernard.
It's pretty bad. It's not the traditional Filipino name. It wasn't Pogi or something weird?
No.
Okay, so did you get any therapy for this?
No.
Okay, you gotta talk to someone about this, right? And meanwhile, no sex. You're gonna get pregnant. You're gonna get screwed up. This guy's band's never gonna take off. There's trouble. You got to get some therapy. How old were you when Bernard did this?
I was 3 years old.
Okay. And does your mom know?
Yes, my mom knows. He just recently got out of jail.
Wait, and he was in jail for this?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And is your mom, she doesn't have anything to do with him anymore?
No, she's remarried.
Okay. Who's the new guy? I don't trust him either.
His name is Randy. He drinks a lot.
Randy, yeah. Suspect nationality or good old American?
He's American. He's a rebel.
A rebel? That's good. God, what does that mean?
Translate hates the Jews and the blacks.
Oh, my God.
Well, he hates Filipinos, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's got that right. Oh, boy. This guy's a mess, too, right?
Yeah. He drinks a lot. He has a really bad drinking problem.
And does he work around metal?
Huh?
Does he work around metal for a living?
He's a truck driver.
Does he have a white robe?
Oh, boy. Is he in the Klan?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, hey, you got to do a lot to stay out of trouble now. You cannot get pregnant. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
That is the one thing you have to focus on. And you have to get some help. You have to talk to a counselor at school. You were victimized. You need to discuss this with somebody. Get a little counseling, you know?
Well, yeah, I'm talking with a counselor at school.
Good.
All right, good.
She's trying to get me into counseling.
All right, we'll talk to her also about what you're doing here with your boyfriend and stuff.
Oh, those horrible Filipinos.
Here we go.
When did we kick their ass? You know what? It's like if I was the president, here's how I would do it. I'd have a big list of like when the last time we kicked your ass was, and say who was up this year.
Who would it be?
About 1897.
I'd be looking at Filipinos now. In Vietnam, they were. Where were they? Were they with us? What were they doing? It's hard to tell all those people apart. But my point is you guys have not had a good whooping in a while. Let's just go over there just to make sure you know who the boss man is. And we could do that, right?
That was President McKinley when that all went down.
Yeah, but what about that whole Melda Marcos thing? She was Filipino, right?
Yeah.
She didn't pay like she should have. I'm just saying.
Should pay.
I'm saying they're due. The country's due.
There is no racial bigotry here.
Justin?
What's up?
You're 22.
Yeah, I got a quick question for you. Had a couple girlfriends, and the current one I'm with, been with her probably about, I'd say, a little over a year. She has, like, absolutely no sex drive, and I was curious if that's normal, or is she wired differently?
Obviously not normal.
Okay.
And it may just be her rhythm, but you have to look at whether she's on any medication.
Just the birth control.
And sometimes that screws with women's libido, the birth control pill. Is she depressed? Does she have any emotional problems? Does she have any physical problems? Is she diabetic? Is there any stressors in her life? Is the relationship going okay?
Yeah, it's going great.
So these kinds of things.
How old is she?
She's 21.
And did she ever have a libido?
Not that. Well, no. She was on the birth control when it met her. So.
And I'm not sure if he's hip to the libido term, but
I think he knows.
He's from Riverside.
Yeah.
Do they have libidos in Riverside?
Yeah.
They do? You know what the libido is?
Sure. Had a couple girlfriends that had them.
What is it? Just for fun.
That's that really cool sex drive, isn't it?
All right. Good. Listen, you're not long for that dump known as Riverside. You got to get out of there.
Well,
they may burn you for being a heretic for knowing a word with more than one syllable.
Uh-oh.
When are we going to get dropped from the Riverside affiliate, by the way? Do we only say horrible things about that dump? When is someone going to have some dignity and dump us from that station? So, hey, Justin.
Yeah.
She likes you. Was she traumatized in any way?
No, I'm just my only question is I've had a couple other girlfriends and they've been on birth control too. And
I know it may not be the birth control pill, but could it perhaps have something to do with how you sort of approach her and get her going? What does she tell you?
Just I don't know, about every month and a half.
No. What does she tell you is the problem?
As far as what?
The problem. What's the problem?
She just says that she doesn't need it.
Yeah, I understand that, but doesn't needing it and not being willing to engage with you is two different things.
Right.
Yeah, women are weird. I mean, they got all kinds of weird wiring going on in their head, and if they're not feeling right, or the wind changed direction, or you did something wrong, like made fun of one of their parents, or you didn't go with them somewhere that they told you it was okay for you not to go with them to, but they're going to hold it against you, they get all dried up down there, and they never tell you what it is, and they don't even know. They just shut down. So,
some of
really
you
get
have
into
to,
it with
you
them.
have to sort of, it's like, being it's snake charmer or something. You have to figure out how to unlock the cave. The cave.
Nice. You basket. It's better.
I was thinking open sesame. I was thinking,
Yeah. All right. Ethan, what do you think?
Has there ever been any, romance with this girl?
I think he said they've always been that way. Justin?
Yeah.
She's always been this way?
Yeah, she's just kind of always been that way. As a matter of fact, she wanted to stop taking birth control because she was fearful that it would make her like an infant.
Hold on a second. You know what I love about guys? They're real thick. They get focused on one thing.
That's it.
Like he decided it's the birth control
Maybe
pill.
it's him.
Right,
Maybe
the birth control.
It's your fault.
Easy, buddy.
Ethan's getting a little that way too. He's a little focused.
Wow.
No, just joking.
Ouch. Jeez, you seem like so nice. I guess it was another editing thing.
But it could be the pill, but it may well not be the pill. And he's so focused.
Most of the time it's not. Most of the time the pill helps in that department.
That's absolutely true.
Stop focusing completely on something that's sort of tangible and work on the more emotional side of it.
Exactly.
All right, we'll be back. Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Jeremy McGrath, the Supercross rider, is going to be in here tomorrow night. Zohn is here tonight from Survivor. He won it.
Thank you.
And he's doing nothing. Which I completely respect. I'd love that. There's nothing worse than people trying to parlay something into something else. You got your $1 million, good. Choke on it. No, but relax.
I'm going to relax a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. All right, let's talk to Kim, who's 41. Kim?
Hi.
Hey.
Adam, Ethan, Drew, hi.
Hey.
Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah. Ethan's like a good-looking me. Like if they did a movie about me, I think maybe Ethan could play me.
Yes, I do too.
Except for Drew could play Drew. He's good looking.
Anthony Edwards.
No, Ethan, I want to say that congratulations
Thank
for winning. I wanted you the whole time, and I knew you were going to do it.
Thanks.
And you're welcome. And Adam, I love the Man Show.
Great.
My husband and my sons, we watch it every week.
Wow.
We love it.
So humiliating for you. It's crazy.
Oh, I can laugh my butt off at some of the things you do. And you had an episode recently where you and Jimmy dressed up as like bartenders.
Right.
And I thought you need to do that more often, like go into like an ice cream parlor or like a makeup counter or something and get a bunch of old women, in there and...
Right. Hijinks ensue? All right, I'm writing this down. Now, I'm confused. Do we serve booze at the ice cream place, or is that a totally separate premise?
No, that's
okay. It's not bartender everywhere. It's different occupations, different places.
Be somebody, but look all... I mean, you guys were hysterical looking.
Really?
The glasses.
Yeah.
With the Andy Dick look, kind of.
Or just maybe the dick look. I love that crazy cackle.
All right, Kim, what's going on?
Funny.
Kim,
hold on. You know what I picture like? Remember in Love and Death, that Woody Allen movie? There was like Old Naham guy laughing. Like toothless and phlegm flying everywhere. That's what I'm picturing. Hey, Kim.
Huh?
What's up there, baby? Hey, questions?
Yeah, I also have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, I have a lot of vaginal discharge, more than usual.
Knew it.
And the older I get, the wetter I get.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to dry up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I get a lot of...
Hold on, Ethan, give half that $1 million to her husband. Come on, man.
Hold the napkin. You don't look so good.
He's a pile of ashes. All right, go ahead. Here's a lot of discharge.
I don't look my age.
Right. You look older?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I get ID'd.
Right. They want to make sure you're not a terrorist. That's you're young.
I swear to you.
Kim, you had a question? Question, thank you.
Okay. My doctor told me that there was such a procedure as freezing the cervix.
Yeah, that's for pre-cancers.
Is that for precancerous?
Yeah.
Things? He was talking about doing it to he said that it would help to slow down the amount of discharge I have.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of anything like that?
I've never heard of them. I can see where that might work, but I've never heard of someone doing that.
Okay.
So. Well, stuff. I mean, the molecules slow down, don't they? When you cool them off.
It's a way of taking off the top layer, sort of thing. It's like
Oh, it's not. She doesn't spray it with liquid nitrogen.
It doesn't
or
stay
something.
frozen. No.
I see. Okay, I thought she was just actually freezing the vagina. Okay,
and putting it somewhere.
Right.
We were throwing it out when you need to use it again.
Right, like storing it next to Walt Disney's head or something. If I get that cryogenics, that's part of my thing. No frozen vaginas in the same locker. I want nothing but ex-presidents and Kate.
Hi.
Survivor winners. You're 27.
Yeah, hi.
You had that gastric bypass surgery?
I did last September.
How big were you?
Well, let's put it this way. I lost 85 pounds since September.
Great.
All right.
Congratulations.
Damn, bitch.
And we have to go to break, but you had a question about ecstasy?
I do. This is boneheaded, and I realize I'm not representing us gastric bypass patients very well, but I'm really interested in what and how ecstasy will affect me now.
A single exposure? Is it going to unravel your bypass or something? Is that what you're asking?
That, or is it like time-release drug? Is it going to burn a hole in me?
No. It's going to be the same as if you didn't have the bypass.
Here's the bigger danger. It's that you were at 400 pounds. You've now gotten down to what you think is a slim 310, and you're going to put those ski pants on. No, we don't know the former you. We only know the one we're seeing at the mall. So just make sure you get it all down, and then you'll get into the slinky outfits. And until then, stay off the drugs. No street drugs?
No drugs. Stay out of drugs.
We'll be back. Alrighty. Well, that's the show. Supercross legend Jeremy McGrath here tomorrow night. I want to thank Joe Rogan from Fear Factor for coming in, and Ethan for coming in and being a great guy. He's got nothing to plug. He doesn't. He wants to just be left alone and spend his money. And our good friend Dan Dratch got in between us and helped. We have a mutual friend and helped us out. And you were nice enough to come on the show.
It was fun. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
And if you win again, come back.
I might actually do that.
Or like I said, when they have that superstar lineup, that best of the best.
Champions.
The championship round like they do in Jeopardy. You come back. All right, so until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. Who did this to you?
My mom's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
He was Filipino.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingle. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.